Hello everyone, welcome to our exercise 5 presentation. Our team includes Deval, Neha, Roshna, Riya and Abraham. Our first task is to list out the meeting order for a new proposal funding. We thought we'll start with a first one-on-one meeting with our indirect manager to pitch the idea, get his feedback and get the guidance on how to proceed, and also ask him for time to work on the proposal and get his plan. And later we'll continue with the work meeting with the whole team to understand what is the requirement, how we can set what are the different needs, and how the new idea will help the team. So based on these things, next we'll go to committee meetings with different subsections of the company like HR, finance, IT to understand how much resource it needs, how it can be funded, what are the constraints, what are the technical constraints of the company, what do we need, how we can implement it and get them on board with the idea to understand how it can help them and what are the constraints we need to tackle. Then we'll go with a board meeting based on the feedbacks from different committee and the team, all this, present the detailed proposal to the board to get the approval and funding. If the project is approved, next will be we'll have in the next town hall meeting. Even this will be conveyed to the whole company that this is the path going forward. We are implementing this new visualization tool into the company as an information, and later we'll have a kickoff team to have the whole team included and assign roles and responsibility to each team member and to build the team cohesion. Then we'll continue with the project setup. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Neha Joseph, and as a part of the task 3, here we'll be talking about the meeting agenda and outputs of the meeting that we have created. And name of the meeting is Addressing the Project and Report of 24 Hours. And the meeting was conducted on 13th of February 2022, and the time was 7 p.m. And name of the project is Fake News Detection, and there were no attached documents. The key questions addressed in the meeting is technical issues for fake news and the datasets that could be used for the fake news detection and kind of algorithms that are going to be used in the fake news. The people who attended the meeting are facilitator Rasa Divaj, leader Roshna Babu, recorder Abraham Mathew, and assistant manager Neha Joseph, the assistant Deval Shah, and the timekeeper Ria. And the positions of the attendees are Resa Divaj was the consultant, Roshna Babu is the project manager, Abraham Matthews technical architecture, and Neha Joseph is the presenter, and Deval Shah is the programmer, and Ria is the notes creator. And the information like email ID and the phone numbers are also given of the respective attendees. There were six agendas for the meeting. The opening and the closing were done by Rasa, who was the facilitator. And then we had identified the key questions and understanding the work of the projects in a real life. And the time allotted was 10 to 30 minutes, and it was done by Neha. And then once we have identified the key questions, the next thing was answering the key questions of the project. And the time allotted for it was 20 minutes, and it was done by Deval and Roshna. And the next thing was recording and making the project proposal and assigning the actions times for recording. And the time allotted for that was 15 minutes, and it was done by Abraham and Neha. And the next thing was note creations, which was done by Ria and Deval, and the time allotted for that was 20 minutes, and it included making the notes and using the same for the data sets to finalize the data set. And at the end, Risa took 5 minutes to close the entire meeting. The action item of the meeting is gain knowledge related to the project by watching videos related to the fake news detection. And status of the action is completed. The date of opening was 13th of February 2020, and date to be completed was 17th of February 2020, and we were able to close the action on the same day, and the honor of the action were the team members. So the decisions made. So finalizing the dataset and decisions to include algorithms and implementing those algorithms when once we have finalized the data. And the date of the decision made is 15th of February 2022, and the honor is Roshna. And the next meeting is scheduled for the 23rd of February 2022. And for the meeting, there would be resource constraint. That is, Deval and Ria won't be attending the meeting as they are flying to Canada on the same day. And that is all about the decision making and the agenda of the meeting. And the next thing is outcome of the meeting. Meeting outcomes. There were mainly two meeting outcomes. The first one is decision for doing the project. The risk related to doing the project is we may not have enough information regarding the project, and Roshna would be accountable for taking decisions on the projects, and everybody, including Roshna, are supposed to gain informations regarding the project as much as possible. And Abraham would be noting down the uh, major steps and recording the inputs of the project. And the second outcome is decisions related to the communication. There might be a chance that less communication might lead to failure of the project. Hence, Roshna would be sending links in the group for better communication, and rest of the team members are supposed to join the meeting without any failure. Meeting objectives. There are three main objectives for the meeting. The first one is discussing the work issues. The risk is that there might be gap communications and lack of discipline. So Roshna serves as the meeting coordinator and the leader, and Deval and Abraham serves as the spokesperson. Neha serves as assistant leader, and Ria would be serving as the timekeeper. And the second objective is all members should attend the meeting, and people may not attend the meeting due to network issues and some personal issues. And in order to overcome such issues, Roshna has to take a look on the attendance list, and Ria would be notifying the team members in advance about the team meeting. And the third objective is discussing the project inputs and details. And the risk related to that is less knowledge related to the topic may lead to the failure of the project. And Roshna has to assign the task to individual team members, and rest of the team members has to complete the task on time and update the leader, that is Roshna. And this is all about it. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Roshna Babu. I am here to present the last part of the task 3, which is to answer the questions given by the professor. So, moving forward with the first question, how to share our document, that some of them can be edited by some members of the group, some could be read only, and some could be accessible only by your team leader and to your course professor. So basically, for the capstone, we have a group in Teams, that is the Microsoft Teams. We made a group on that, and we usually discuss all our activities through the Teams only. Usually, we share the files which of every activities, like the exercises, our project proposals, everything in Teams, so that everyone can see, edit, and even download easily. Also, the Teams allows us to make changes in that itself. Like if we have a PPT on that, all the members can edit on the Teams itself. So any group member can make a changes that are already done by someone, and even see the changes done by others. This helps us to work together, and the group leader can finally submit the file to the professor easily on through the Teams itself. Next question is to list the problems that you had at the beginning. If you start the semester again with the experience that you gained, how do you manage your sessions? And how do you split the task? How do you officially inform the others of their task loads? How do you design forms can help you prevent track resolve the issues? So, if I say in our group, the main issue we faced in the beginning of our class is just the poor communication between the group members. In our group, there are 5 members, and two of them, like Deval and Ria, is in India, and the remaining three of us are in Canada. And the time is the time difference is just like the exact opposite of that in India and the Canada. So we faced a lot of issues in time difference. And also, if I say there is a lack of a poor leadership at the beginning also. As we meet everyone for the first time, we didn't know what everyone can do or what are their skills or anything like that. So proper allocation of work is not happened at that time. So if we get a second chance, we will try to first of all we try to manage our time schedule by making note of everyone's availability. First, we will make a list of everyone's availability and the times, and accordingly, we will make our meetings so that everyone can work together. I think if everyone is working together, we will get a more idea and we will work better. If so, we will assign fixed work to everyone and we'll update that that in a Excel sheet so that everyone can see what all things they have to do, and also we will share it with the professor. That will help everyone to work properly and seriously, and even it will help the professor to make our grades according to the work done by each member. The next is what if the team leader has a communication problem? How do you address that and resolve it? Like, there are so many instances where team leader fails to communicate properly and manage things properly. In such cases, the best meeting which we can make is a work meeting. It's a quick meeting, and we will discuss the issues with all the team members, and we will seek the opinion from everyone and find a solution for the issue which we face now. And if this didn't work properly, the next level to resolve the issue is to reach out to professor. I think the last and final word is the professor itself. So one of the team member or any one of the member can directly message or mail the professor, and I fixed a meeting with every member of the group with him, where the professor will interfere in the problem and suggest a solution to it. Next is how would you manage freeloaders type in your team? Like, to avoid the freeloaders in the group, the group leader can assign fixed work to everyone and make a note on the work done by everyone. If any of the member didn't work properly, the leader can directly send this note to professor so that no one will be graded freely. Next is how do you manage procrastinators? Procrastinators means the late submitters. For avoiding such people, leaders have to fix a date for each activity and always be in contact with each member asking for the update so that we can avoid the late submissions. The next one is receiving an equal mark for the member who were not equally in the defined activity is not fair. How do you manage the issue using your forms? For that, first of all leaders should try to divide the work equally according to the knowledge and skills of each group member. For that, leaders should understand what all the group members are capable of. Accordingly, he or she can make the work to everyone, and always keep the Excel file showing the work done by each member and share it with the professor so that professor will get an idea about what the work done by everyone. So here we can see a Excel file which I have updated according to the work done by our group member for the exercise 5 of visualization. So here we can see that Abraham, we have 5 members: Abraham, Deval, Neha, Roshna, and Ria. And for Abraham, I have written like task 1 PPT and recording, Deval task 3 PPT, Neha recorded task 3 done by Deval and Ria, Roshna task 3 question answers PPT and recording, Ria task 3 PPT. This and their work, hours of work which they have done. So this will help the professor to understand what everyone has done, and this will help us to manage a group properly. So that's all about our presentation. Thank you so much.